What's up, guys? This week on Car Dad Bill, we have a special treat. It is a 2022 Jeep Wagoneer Series III. This is with the regular Hemi V8. This is an 8-passenger. Let's go for a ride. All right, guys, Wagoneer Series 3. Look at this thing. 22-inch wheels, LED lights up front, LED fog lights. The Wagoneer up on the hood is sick. Love how the Wagoneer style has the pillars going straight up into that trim, and then the blocked back end comes straight across, boom, right down the back. Beautiful detail. Beautiful detail. Power running boards. As soon as you open that up, you can jump up there. Coming around back, flat back, no bumper. Wagoneer signage. Love the straight line right there, and the boxed in window. The exhaust is underneath, it's hidden. Coming around to this side, same thing. 22-inch wheels, massive vehicle, but it looks really elegant. And this is in like the crouched stance. It's sitting down for access. Let's go. All right, guys, we're inside the Wagoneer. It's asking me to start it up. Check that out. Not too bad. Now, everything's digital, so there's a digital screen here that provides different readouts. Then on this side is another digital screen. It's your navigation, it's your media, it's your home, it's all the phone, all the stuff that you need to select. Down here are dedicated buttons as well, but they're not touch. These ones are actually buttons. You toggle certain ones, toggle, all that. Down here are touch buttons. So your automatic start and stop, your lane keep, all those buttons are touch. This is a toggle for your sport mode. This is a toggle for your ride height. Cup holders in here. Charging area right there. Now inside here is where I keep a lot of my notes, but there's also a little, check this thing out. This is the best. So you can store stuff down in there, and it's pretty far down in there. Pretty deep down. Pretty neat. You can lock it. But look how elegant everything is. Look how clean, shiny, black. There's a little bit of a space back here. So it's kind of like a 3D. I mean, just look at how well this is made. Macintosh sound system underneath. I mean, you can't get much better. And all this stuff works really well. Like Jeep has the buttons behind the steering wheel for your volume controls. You can control your seat right here, how hot it gets, which zone it's on. Your heated steering wheel is here as well. This one's always funny to work. you have to like hit it right at the right angle for it to work. Both sides have that option. Down along the bottom here are all your home, your media, comfort, all that stuff. Everything's fairly easy to use. You can turn these off. Down there is your headlights, the door. You can fit a big water bottle in that door. But just a really, really nice place to spend time. Check out the back real quick. All right, so the back seat, yes, it's huge. It can hold 3 kiddos. Everyone can buckle themselves. Static buckles everywhere. Charging ports up front here to charge anything and everything. And a little storage container area to put stuff. Over here, same thing. Layered doors, speakers, soft leather. Now, this is full of stuff because I wanted to show you just how big this thing is. So all the hockey equipment's in here. Now, if I take Joe's out of the way, you can kind of see there's this cover. And where this cover ends is where the seat back comes forward. Notice you can move the seat, power, and you have charging capability back here as well. This is how the seats move. Just one touch, seat comes up. But you can tell this is a big back area. Even with the seats up, it's one of the better spaces. I mean, that's about 1.5 feet of space, and you can stack it up. But it does not have, and here's the button to close it. It does not have a rear monitor. Just your rear camera right here. It doesn't have one up there. Let's go for a ride. So first impressions, I just want to get across the point of luxury and elegance and refinement. I mean, Jeep has taken this vehicle and they brought this to market exactly how they should have, in my opinion. It's a stately piece of craftsmanship that just shows through in all of its finishes, all of the detail work, fit and finish. It's just put together so well that you just can't ignore it. It's a player in the game right off the bat. Lookout Escalade, lookout Navigator. You know, this thing's coming, and it's just clean. Let's go over some pros and cons. All right, guys, let's go over some of the pros and cons of the Wagoneer. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of cons outside of the obvious for the segment type of cons. But let's go over the pros first. Pros are the refined exterior, the looks, the build quality, the craftsmanship, the stuff I talked about in the first impressions. That's the thing that stands out the most to me right away. It's just built right. It fits. Everything looks great. It looks exactly how it should, in my opinion. It stands out just a little bit from the Jeep Cherokees and the Grand Cherokees. It's obviously bigger, but it has a little bit of a different look to it as well. It's an elegance. That's number one on my list. Number two thing is the interior. The way the interior is laid out, the way that the materials are stacked up, the way that they use minimal design to get everything into the center console and down into the middle console, and then there's ways to cover things up and make it clean again. Really nice. The tech, being able to connect 2 phones, the Uconnect capability, it's really fast this model year. They added new processors and things to the system, so everything works really well. I love the dedicated buttons and how they have that laid out. Just overall, the interior is one of the better places to be. Number 3 on my list is the 8-passenger capability. Now, obviously, I'm probably on the smaller end of the people that need that. It's probably not something that, you know, they option out a ton, but the fact that I can do that is great. And then the last thing is the comfort and the ability this has. So you have the different ride height controls that I showed you earlier down in the middle, and you can go off-road. I mean, you can put tires on this thing that are more capable than the tires you would get on it, and you can take this thing wherever you really want, you know, within reason. And it's so comfortable in here. I mean, it's a great long trip driver. If you're going to take this to the beach, you're going to take it across country, this would be a fantastic vehicle to take. You can carry everything you need, and it's super comfortable, right? So the cons. Now, the cons, they're kind of obvious, right? The price. So I don't think we talked about the price. The MSRP for the Series 3 that we're in right now is $85,625. That's with all the options I have in this one currently. That's with the 5.7 liter V8, 392 horsepower. So first thing is V8 fuel mileage. Not my favorite, right? They give you a good size gas tank in this, so you're not going to feel it that bad. But definitely one of those things that's going to drive you crazy is the V8. It's also going to make you happy you have it, right? 392 horsepower, thank you very much. The price, obviously, there's no rear monitor. Now, when I say that, I mean there's no rear view monitor that shows what's behind us on the mirror like in some of the other manufacturers nowadays. So that's kind of a bummer. I would rather have that than a lot of the other things. That's a really nice feature. And I would like more space behind that third row. Now, I know you're not going to get that in a lot of these big vehicles. Suburbans and Tahoes and Yukon, or Suburbans and Yukon XLs have a lot of space behind that third row. Expedition L's and Max's, they have a decent amount of space. The Navigator as well has a lot of space behind that third row. This one is like the middle of the pack, so it's not terrible, but I want a little bit more space. I have a lot of stuff I need to put back there and a lot of people I need to carry. So if they could blend those two together, perfect. So really, guys, the conclusion is this is a fabulous luxury SUV. Lots of space. It's commanding. Its presence is commanding. Its performance is wonderful. Its comfort is top-notch. Its audio is top-notch. It's one of those vehicles you need to look at when you're looking for a premium, large SUV. You got to look at the Wagoneer. That's Car Dad Bill for this week. Real cars, real people, real life. Subscribe. Let your friends know. Please keep watching. I'm going to keep sending these out. Talk to you guys next time.